Tires, start your engine!
Tuning up your work week, it's MRN Motorsports Monday, presented by Outback Steakhouse. And brought to you by Hercules Tires and Grunt Style Apparel. Sitting in for Joey and Woody, here is your host, Tyler Burnett.
Welcome to Motorsports Monday. We have a little bit more hair than Joey and Woody, right? You got hair under that hat? I don't know. Yeah, you do. Of course you do. This is Reid Wilson, everyone. He made his second truck start in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series at Iowa over the weekend. It's exciting to have him in studio this week. He has 2 NASCAR starts, 16th at Martinsville. What was that? How long ago was Martinsville? I can't even remember.
I believe it was March 24th.
Somewhere in March.
End of March. I'm pretty sure.
16th, and then some overheating issues over the weekend. I guess AC issues, right? It was a little hot in the car. Chuck?
Yeah, it was a heater. Really hot out at Iowa. So without that AC, it was a hard time. We'll just put it like that.
Reid Wilson in here today. It's awesome to have him. You also race in the K&N Pro Series, right?
Yep. I ran in the K&N Series in 2016 and 2017. Ran 4 races each, both of those seasons. No expected plans to run K&N again anytime soon. We still have the car. So if anybody's trying to rent a K&N car, you just call me up. But no plans for that in the future.
2 6th-place finishes in the K&N Pro Series East, so that's a good finishes.
Yeah. For as little as we actually ran, I haven't been able to do a full season in stock cars since I think 2014. But for as little as we ran, Young's Motorsports really put the car in a great position. They set the car up well every time we went out, and I really like the tracks that K&N races on: Greenville, Pickens, New Smyrna. Really fun tracks. Yeah.
In case you don't know, he drives for Tyler Young and family, right? Was his dad Randy? Is it Randy Young?
Yeah.
So family, team over there. You guys, how many trucks do you guys have now?
This week at Iowa, we ran three trucks: the 12, the 02, and the 20.
Tanner Thorson, you and Tyler.
Austin Hill. Austin Hill. Tyler ran at Texas. He's that type of owner that just jumps in the truck every now and then just so he feels like part of it. No, he's a big part of it. But yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool what the team's doing this year. Like last year, Tyler had like about 10 employees at the shop, and then I show up to get ready for this season, and I gotta learn a whole list of names of everybody that's working there now. He's growing at an exponential rate, and I'm really excited to see what he's got for the future.
Of course, Reid in the Truck Series. The winner of the Truck Series this week was Brett Moffitt, his second win of 2018. That team is still impressive right now, the 16 car. The only problem is they might not go to Chicago, which is kind of disappointing, and hopefully more comes out about this. But I think Brett said in his post-race media avail that that team might not continue to Chicago. They're going to be at Gateway this weekend, though, so hopefully they can get their 3rd win. Justin Allgaier won in the Xfinity Series, led 182 laps. It was his 2nd win of 2018, an impressive win for Justin Allgaier in Junior Motorsports. We'll talk more about all of those things. But first, let's check in with Kyle Larson. I think he threw out the first pitch in the Chicago White Sox game last week. Let's check out a video of that. I think Jeff Wackerlin was in Chicago at the White Sox Stadium and got some footage. So let's see what we got here.
I'm honestly not a huge baseball fan, but yeah, it is cool to come out here and throw out the first pitch. I've done it a couple different times. I did it once at a spring training game for the Dodgers, and actually did a decent job. And then I went and threw it out at a Red Sox game, and it was terrible. So today I'm not nervous about it or anything, so I think that'll help. And just try and throw it to him. Yeah, it was pretty cool going over there to the VA hospital and help distribute some food. Bagging some meats for them was fun, and just meeting some veterans and shaking their hands and saying thank you was cool. And then with Credit One Bank, they're donating $25,000 to U.S. Vets organization, and we're trying to, between now and the race at Chicagoland, we're trying to get more people to donate and do what they can to help military members and other organizations. Yeah, I always enjoy racing at Chicago. It's one of my favorite tracks. We've always ran well there. I was close to a win there my rookie season. The last couple years we ran pretty strong as well. And then yeah, with the date change, it'll be hotter and slicker and more fun. I think we'll be able to race around and search for different lines better. I think for the track, there's really nothing else going on. No football. No more school, so hopefully there'll be a lot of fans there watching and cheering us all on. For whatever reason, we always qualify well at Sonoma, and then I don't race good there at all, so I hope this year's different. I spent some time in the simulator for a few hours last week and felt like I learned some things to help preserve my tires a little bit better. So we'll see if it translates to the real thing, but I'm excited to get there and see what I learned, see what, if I learn, really helps me.
Kyle Larson, everyone, talking a little bit of everything. Chicago coming up in a couple weeks, Sonoma this weekend. The hashtag Race the Flag is the deal that they're putting on, trying to give money to the veterans. Their goal is $42,000. I'm not sure where they're at right now on their goal, but that's going to be before Chicagoland weekend. You can go to Larson's Twitter, at Kyle Larson Racing, to check out all the information there. Thanks for Reid Wilson stopping by. He's going to be here throughout the entire show. We're going to take a break, come back. We'll talk about the Truck Series race on Motorsports Monday, presented by Outback Steakhouse.
I'm not blooming good, I'm blooming great. Put a shrimp on the barbie and sizzle my steak. Woo, I want that onion to bloom, and it get in my senses like a sonic boom. No rules, just right. So bold, so nice, and I'm so ready for that Outback steak tonight. Outback Steakhouse, that's what it's all about. Outback Steakhouse, blooming great.
Grunt style. The American fighting spirit is in everything we make. We are 500 patriots and veterans strong, bringing clothing manufacturing back to the United States of America. Always moving forward, never retreating, never giving up. We are Grunt Style, and this we'll defend. Get yours at gruntstyle.com.
Midsummer Racing returns to Chicagoland Speedway. Get ready to fly your Speed Freak flag at Stars and Stripes NASCAR Weekend, June 28th through July 1st. Tickets for Sunday's Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Overton's 400 are available now. And don't forget to get your camping spot before they sell out. Celebrate Stars and Stripes NASCAR Weekend, June 28th through July 1st. Get tickets now at ChicagolandSpeedway.com.
1 lap to go in the M&M 200. The Hawkeye, Brett Moffitt, trying to win at home.
Noah Racing going to have to drive it in deep into turn number 1 and does not. The interval, 2 truck lengths, remains the same between the top 2. Brett Moffitt, the race leader, into turn 3 for the final time. Here comes Noah Racing. Bonsai move to the bottom in turn 4.
An incredible bonsai move, but will he pay the price? He goes up against the wall. Crossover move by Brett Moffitt, and Brett Moffitt will take the win. The man from Grimes, Iowa, wins it at Iowa Speedway.
A hometown win for Brett Moffitt. Impressive win in his home state of Iowa. That was a nice move there by Noah Gragson. That was I tried that in the video games and it never works.
Oh yeah, and you can see it doesn't work in real life either. No, I give him credit for that. I mean, it's the last lap. You got to do something. And nobody really likes the guy that sits a car length or a truck length in this case back and just lets him have the win. It's good because he did it clean. If he'd have drove it off in there, doored Moffitt and almost wrecked them both, that would have been a different story. But he made sure he cleared him and then tried to keep it off the wall. He couldn't, but it was a good effort.
Yeah,
I give him props for it.
I give Greg some credit. He's been super aggressive all year, which I like to see. I mean, you're not going to move up in the series, in other series, unless you're driving hard and driving aggressively, and he did the same thing at Dover. Here's the finishing results. Brett Moffitt, Noah Gragson, Harrison Burton with the top 3 finish. David Gilliland, good run for him, top 5, finished 4th. Johnny Sauter, points leader, finished 5th. Jesse Little, the 97 truck, finished 6th. Cody Coughlin, 7th. Christian X, that's a good run for him.
Yeah.
In the 46 truck, Stuart Friesen led a lot of laps, finished 9th, and then Myatt Snyder finished 10th. Other notables: Justin Haley, Ben Rhodes, and John Hunter Nemechek, 27th. The M&M's 200. Did you get some M&M's while you were there?
No, that was actually like one of my top priorities. I couldn't find any. They were talking about it, but I didn't really have time to go and like hunt for M&Ms. So, but if I'd have found them, it would have been game over.
What's your favorite kind?
Man, I like the original.
You do?
But the crunchy.
Okay.
When those came out, I was a little iffy because I'm a guy that likes it how it's been. But they're up there. They're good.
I like the peanut M&Ms. Those are really good.
Oh,
the peanut butter M&Ms are good. But yeah, I'm a peanut M&M guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I respect that.
Well, let's hear from Brett Moffitt. He won the race, and let's hear him in Victory Lane on the Motor Racing Network's coverage this weekend.
You come back home, you run for the first time in the truck. Did it picture out the way you thought it would in coming down to that last lap like this?
No, man. We had a fight all day, qualifying not where we wanted to, and then first stop we had a lug nut get caught in between the wheel and the hub, and so we went all the way back there. But the guys worked hard. We executed at the end. And to have this Destiny Homes Ison Toyota in Victory Lane is unreal. You know, Noah was certainly faster at the end, and I was just fortunate enough to be able to hit my marks and hold him off.
What about going into turn number 3? He makes the bonsai move to go down inside. Take us in the driver's seat on that last move.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of lifted early because people have been passing like that all race long, but being 2 truck lengths back, it'd be almost impossible to make it stick. So I was expecting it and lifted early and rolled out and made sure I could turn under him. And, I was just hoping the front tires had enough grip to get down there.
All right, what about for you? You come back to Iowa. This is a team that last week going to Texas was questionable if you guys were even going to go to Texas. You did have a sponsor to come here. How special is this one?
This is amazing. Being Father's Day weekend, having Destiny Homes on the car this first time, and just everything Shiggy's done for me, and TRD and Toyota for giving me this opportunity, and not to mention we're the lone JGR engine in this field, and Mark Conquest does a great job, and he's dedicated to building us race-winning engines, and we got him one tonight.
Impressive win for Brett Moffitt in his home state, and as Jason Toy mentioned, in that it wasn't even a sure bet that they were going to be in Iowa. They found a sponsor, they got there, and they won the race. That's some of the things you like to see in the Truck Series. That's really cool. You saw John Hunter Nemechek do that last year. He won a handful of races while still searching for sponsorship. And Brett Moffitt's still searching for sponsorship, trying to get to Chicago in 2 weeks. They have plans to go to Gateway this weekend, so hopefully maybe they can win another one. I'm not sure. It's impressive what Brett's doing right now.
Oh yeah. Is kind of not one of those top tier teams. It's really cool to see him go out and perform the way that he's doing. Atlanta was an awesome show, and then Iowa again, he pulled it off and he did it really well. He did it with style too.
Yeah. It would be a shame to see someone in the top 3 right now. Top 3 in points. He's 3rd in points. 2 wins. It would be a shame to not see them race the rest of the year, don't you think? Try to win a championship.
Oh yeah, and I understand what I'm kind of in the same boat as him. A lot of it's funding, and it's really sad because you got a lot of drivers out there with a lot of talent, and they can show it, but it sometimes ends just don't meet.
Yeah. You can almost name a handful of guys right now that don't have the funding that are very good race car drivers that deserve a chance, and Brett Moffitt's one of them. How about your run? You guys ran out of AC, right, or something like that? A little hot in the truck?
Yeah, actually, very beginning of the race, the AC malfunctioned and it started blowing smoke, like electrical smoke. So it was kind of scary, and I'm not a guy to quit. So I stayed out there, toughed it out as much as I could, and then the green flags were fine because I could kind of stick my hand out the window going down the straightaways. I probably confused a lot of people behind me. They were like, why is he waving at me? but the cautions is what got me because it's just dead heat. There's no air coming into the truck, and then you've got the AC. It was off and it was still just pouring smoke straight into my helmet, and I actually ended up getting really sick there at about just a little after lap 100, just before the end of the second stage, and NASCAR made us pull off. Which I'm glad that they did because I would have stayed out there and it'd have been bad. But we had a really good run, and it's hard to look at that finishing order because I know that I was up there running with the 46. and I feel like we had a little bit more than him, and for my second truck race, and I mean 9th stock car race in the past 3 years.
Yeah.
It was really cool. It was really cool, but it's really disappointing. So we'll see how next race goes. I think that we're aiming to try to run Kentucky. So that'll be the biggest track I've ever run, and we'll see how it goes there.
That'll be good. How'd you like Iowa Speedway? That place is so much fun to watch.
I love that place so much because you can run so many different lines. As you can see, footage from the races, both the Xfinity and the truck race, and if you get a chance to watch the K&N race there coming up in a few weeks, I think. You after about 15-20 laps on the tires, you can fan out, run the high line, just stick to the bottom, and then there's 3 or 4 different middle grooves that you can run. You can arc it late. It's a lot of fun. It's so much fun, and it kind of runs like a big track because you got so much momentum, but it's still a short track racing style.
I saw a lot of Cup drivers tweeting about how they wish they could race there. I know Matt DiBenedetto said he's never been there before. Brad Keselowski is a big proponent of Iowa Speedway, saying that we need to go there. So I think the Cup Series would be cool there. I think it's a really good racetrack.
Yeah, 100%. If the Cup Series goes there, they're going to fill up the stands.
You think so?
Yeah, at least maybe after the first year, everyone's going to want to come because it'll be a really good race. I do want to point out though that the trucks, because of all the downforce they have, they're a little faster than most of the Xfinity cars. So
they had faster laps?
A little, Justin Allgaier's fastest lap of the race was the same time as my fastest lap in practice.
Wow.
So, technically, that's the fastest I'll ever be around Iowa, unless they bring the Cup Series there and I get into a Cup car.
Yeah.
But I just want to point that out. I want to let everybody know that I've been the fastest around Iowa, or in the fastest car. So, other than
the trucks are fast around there. That's really interesting. They do have more downforce.
Yeah, they've got a ton of downforce. It's really it's a curveball. Like when you start to learn how much. But yeah.
All right. Well, how about, do you want one of these wallets?
I was actually looking at that, and
so we got a new sponsor. We're excited to bring this out here. These are Ridge wallets. You can find them at ridgewallets.com. The Ridge is a minimal front pocket wallet designed to let you ditch your bulky traditional wallet. It's slim, RFID blocking, so you can't get your information stolen out of the cards, which is really cool. Lifetime guaranteed, and the last wallet you'll ever buy. So I'm guessing if it's lifetime guaranteed, they'll replace it for you if anything happens. But this thing is indestructible, so I doubt it will need replaced. Get 10% off today with free shipping worldwide by going to ridgewallet.com. That's ridgewallet.com, and use the promo code RACING. It comes in titanium, carbon fiber, aluminum, and polycarbonate in over a dozen different styles and colors. Ditch your bulky wallet today and get the Ridge at ridgewallet.com. I think I'm going to get me one.
Yeah, I definitely need one of those. I
hate everything. Having a wallet in my back pocket.
Yeah, that seems durable. And it comes with a little tool, so if it does, you got this and screws in there.
Tighten up the screws, everything else. Get your Ridge wallet. We'll take a break, come back, we'll talk about the Xfinity Series race. This is Motorsports Monday, presented by Outback Steakhouse.
Whatever you drive, wherever you go, Hercules Tires will get you there. Whether you're running on dirt or running a job, our dependable, high-quality tires are the perfect fit for your needs. For unmatched value, selection, and warranty with industry-leading road hazard protection, there's only one choice: Hercules Tires. To learn more, visit HerculesTire.com or call 800-677-9535. Hercules Tires, right on our strength.
I'm not blooming good, I'm blooming great. Put a shrimp on the barbie and sizzle my steak. Woo, I want that onion to bloom, and it get in my senses like a sonic boom. No rules, just right. So bold, so nice, and I'm so ready for that Outback steak tonight. Outback Steakhouse, that's what it's all about. Outback Steakhouse.
Kyle Petty here. My friends at Click & Close, the official mortgage provider of NASCAR, have stepped up this year to support Victory Junction through the fastest lap of the race program on NASCAR radio. So join our team. Go to clickandclose.com/NASCAR today to donate $43 or more. and help us give the gift of camp to children with serious medical conditions. That's clickandclose.com/NASCAR, and just look for the Victory Junction logo. Thanks to Click and Close and NASCAR Radio for their support this season.
White flag is in the air. 1 lap remaining to settle things in the Iowa 250. Justin Allgaier, the leader in turn 1.
And legs it out. A couple of car lengths into turn number 2. Now about 4 or 5 car lengths to Justin Allgaier, who is looking to sweep the afternoon here at the Iowa Speedway. Leads into turn 3 for the final time. Justin Allgaier leads off turn 4.
Justin Allgaier has beaten the heat. He has beaten the track, and he's going to beat Christopher Bell to the line. Justin Allgaier wins at Iowa Speedway.
Another warm one Saturday, as Dan Hubbard mentioned. He beat the heat and he beat the track. He also beat Christopher Bell, who made a valiant effort to try to win that race from the 39th starting position for Joe Gibbs Racing, but Bell came up short, finishing second. Justin Allgaier wins his second in 2018. He led 182 laps. Really impressive run for Justin Allgaier. What'd you think, man? It was a good race. Did you watch any of it? I know you were on plane, trains, and automobiles trying to get back to Charlotte.
Yeah, I got to watch most of it in the airport, and it goes back to what I was saying. Iowa is such a great place for racing. You know, you saw that close finish with him and Christopher Bell, and almost every finish turns out like that. Nobody really breaks out and gets away. Because there's, like I said, it's kind of like a big track, but it races like a short track. So you have that drafting to keep you guys tucked up. You can use that to your advantage, but at the same time, it's more of a driver's track. So when you get side by side, you get to racing and bunches everybody back up again. So and you could just cross each other over all day. So it's like I said, it's a great place.
It was a fun race to watch. Justin Allgaier swept all the stages and of course won the final. The checkered flag, took the checkered flag, won the race. We just saw the top 10 there. There's a couple notables that I wanted to mention. Riley Herbst, in his first Xfinity Series start with Joe Gibbs Racing, he finished 6th. That's a really good run for him in the 18 car. And then I want to talk a little bit about the 10th place finisher, Kaz Grala, in the 61 car. That team has run 4 races in their existence. So the last 4 races, right? Tony Eury Jr., who used to work with Dale Earnhardt Jr., you know the Urys, probably everyone does, in late model racing and stock car racing. They put this team together called Fury Race Cars, and they've run 4 races. Kaz Grala has been super impressive. 4 starts, 10th, 16th, 12th, and another top 10. So they have 2 top 10s in 4 races and a brand new team. They might not continue either. And we just talked about Brett Moffitt. That right there was the 4 races that they had planned to run. They're going to try to run more. Maybe if they can find sponsorship or more dollars, but right now it looks like they might continue. But that's really impressive to see what Kaz did too.
Yeah, I used to race with Kaz back in Legends. We had fun. But I was actually really impressed of how he drove that race and how he's been performing. He was good in the Truck Series as well. But I really do want to see what he can do with this team and what this team as a unit can do, because they're really making a show. I
would love to see them continue too. I think they're really good. Let's hear from Justin Allgaier in Victory Lane. Of course, Brandt Agriculture is his sponsor, and he won in the cornfields in Iowa, so I'm sure he's very stoked about that. Let's hear from Motor Racing Network's coverage, Justin Allgaier.
Opportunity to see some great racing between you and Christopher Bell that seemed to go on for about 3/4 of this race. How was it from the driver's seat?
Oh, it's fantastic. Christopher Bell, hats off to him. He was a little bit better in certain areas, and we were a little bit better in certain areas. And we were really good at the beginning of a run and really good at the end of a run, but the middle part was where we struggled, and that's where Christopher was really good. So, like I said, hats off to him, all of the competitors today. They did a fantastic job. Thanks, Shane, buddy. They did a fantastic job. It was just a fun day for sure.
Let's talk about, importantly for you guys. You had a win earlier that didn't count now, but now this one works his way in and now gets you qualified.
Yeah, that's huge. That was a great points day for us for sure, too. These guys on pit road were the difference maker today. We won that last stop. We won the race off pit road. I thought I was going to give it away. I thought I'd let the 00 have it there. And we fought back, rallied. And that's what I love about this team. They never give up. There's the no lose attitude is always there. Dover stung, but we wanted to come back and win one right away and get redemption for that Dover race. And I think we did a great job today.
Justin Allgaier wins the Iowa 250. That race-winning diecast of Justin Allgaier's car you can find at planbsales.com. along with other winning cars as well. So if you want to get that sporty looking car right there, the 7 car, or other winning cars from out the year, you can get it from planbsales.com. All right, we're going to Sonoma this weekend for the Cup Series, and the Truck Series is going to Gateway. Have you ever been to Gateway?
I have not.
You've never even been there?
I've been there on the video game. That's about it.
Was it fun on the video game?
Oh yeah, it was a blast. You ride the wall through 1 and 2. I'm gonna try that when I go there, because it really seemed to work. You pick up about half a second, so
yeah.
That's what nobody knows. You just got.
I like the crowd that shows up there. Now, when IndyCar goes there, it's an impressive crowd. Probably the biggest truck crowd we'll see. I mean, we'll see a good one at Eldora. There's a couple other places, but I think this weekend at Gateway you're going to see one of the biggest truck crowds, it's fun to race in front of a big crowd, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's really cool to see a big turnout like that, and it's really humbling, really, because I'm still kind of trying to get into this whole Truck Series mentality of how big it really is, and so when you show up to the racetrack and there's already 10,000 people in the stands, it blows your mind. It's really cool to race in front of a.
We're also going to Sonoma. The last time we were in Sonoma, Kevin Harvick won the race, so that'll be interesting to see if he can win again. We'll come back. One more break on Motorsports Monday, presented by Outback Steakhouse.
I'm not blooming good, I'm blooming great. Put a shrimp on the barbie and sizzle my steak. Woo, I want that onion to bloom, and it get in my senses like a sonic boom. No rules, just right. So bold, so nice, and I'm so ready for that Outback steak tonight. Outback Steakhouse, that's what it's all about. Outback Steakhouse, blooming great.
Are you a serious diecast collector? Do you have a favorite driver? Are you looking for a gift for a race fan? No matter what the question, the answer is always PlanBSales.com. Plan B has all the latest in diecast from Lionel and apparel, artwork, and other items for your favorite driver in NASCAR or other forms of racing. Go to PlanBSales.com, key your driver's name in the handy search window, and look at all the options. Your one stop for diecast and other motorsports collectibles is PlanBSales.com.
Things happen fast in racing, and if you don't know where to look, you can miss it all. With Legend from Racing Electronics, you'll never miss another moment. Legend gives you live fan vision video, in-car cameras, and stats at NASCAR and other Premier Series events. And the next generation race scanner for unfiltered driver and crew audio at any motorsports event nationwide. NASCAR fans have never been closer to the action. Welcome to the future of the fan experience. Learn more by visiting racingelectronics.com.
Hi, this is Jimmy Johnson, and you're listening to MRN Motorsports Monday.
The 7-time champ looking to win at Sonoma, his first win of 2018, if he can win this week. Reid Wilson in studio. It's been fun having you in here, man. This is your first time on TV?
Yeah, well, yeah, it is. I've actually always dreamed of being on MRN since I was a little kid.
Wow.
I remember I was like 14, and I just stopped off in here. I got my first business cards, and I handed one to Dave Mooney. I was like, "You're going to have me on your show next week." And he was like, "Well, you drive Bandoleros, so sorry, man, it's not that important."
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I have a face for radio, so I don't know why I'm on here right now, but
I think you're doing
do you have a face for radio, or?
My girlfriend says so. My mom says so. That's all you really need in life.
That's true. We are going to Sonoma this week, and like I mentioned, Kevin Harvick won the last time there. If he wins again this week, you're going to get a bloomin' onion from Outback Steakhouse, so that's good. You like bloomin' onions?
Yeah, I actually love bloomin' onions. I actually just realized that I just told you that my girlfriend says I have a face for radio.
Yeah, exactly.
I meant
that's a negative.
Face for TV. Okay.
Yeah.
I look good. All right, and I know it. Okay.
I look good.
I got that mixed up.
Yeah.
Take it back.
My wife's the only one that thinks I look good.
But back
too,
to bloomin' onions. I devour. Like when I go to Outback, that's all I eat. I get like 4. So.
We got a sounder for the bloomin' onion. Yeah. I like bloomin' onions.
Do they do
too.
it every time you say bloomin' onions?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bloomin' onions. But anyways, yeah, Bloomin' Monday. If Kevin Harvick finishes in the top 10 at Sonoma, you can get one of those. Let's hear from AJ Allmendinger. He's really good at road courses. So he and his teammate Chris Buescher are here to give us a preview of what we might expect this weekend in Sonoma.
I love it, but we have not executed very well there over the last couple of years. Myself, our race team as a whole. So it's a racetrack where if you look at my average finish, it's actually pretty poor. But I feel like when we go there, we always have a chance to run up front, be in the top 5, maybe win the race. Over the last couple of years, I'd say we haven't had a good long enough run car. You know, Sonoma's really hard on rear tires. So it's something that we always focus on in practice. We've gotten decent at it, but we still haven't got the car where I felt like on long runs we go challenge usually the 1 or 2 really good cars there. But, you know, I think we'll be good there. If we go execute, we can have a great day.
As far as knowing much about the track, I try and run sim beforehand and try and get on iRace and anything that I can do just to run laps and familiarize myself with braking points, with track features. When you get there for the real thing, it's different, but at least you know what corner's coming up next. You get to refresh your memory.
Buescher has been highly impressive in that car this year, I believe. You know, he's been running better than I think that car should be running right now in the 37. This weekend, though, the 47 is the guy you're going to look for on that team. And I think, you know, Buescher said something about racing sim or whatever. I think he's probably going to take some pointers from AJ this weekend, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. I think it's really cool how drivers are starting to talk about how they use the sim.
Yeah.
I remember a few years ago, you know, everybody was still iffy about it, but now they're just like, yeah, I go on iRacing, you know, do 100 laps, and we should be good. So,
Are you an online racer?
I am. I haven't done it in a while. I need to get back on it. But this comes back to my point that wall line at Gateway is going to work. You ride the wall there, you're going to pick up time.
My wife would divorce me if I raced online. Because, well, I used to actually race R Factor.
Oh, okay.
So back in the day, like
yeah.
way back. I guess back in the days, like 2010, 2009.
Yeah, you could get mods and stuff on it. Cool.
Yeah, when you would race, you know, sprint cars and stuff like that on the dirt. But I never raced iRacing. I should have.
It's good. It's a really cheap price for what the professional drivers use. So.
And you get to drive a race car, right? You get to be just like the professionals.
Exactly.
So your next race is Kentucky?
That is the plan. Not solid, but that's the plan. We'll find out. I'll let you know as soon as I'll call you up.
Everything you expected coming on the show?
Yeah, actually, it looks really nice. Like, it's beautiful. I really thought that this would be like a green screen, but it's like I can touch that helmet and the flags. It's
That's
cool.
awesome. Reid Wilson, thanks for coming by, man. Congratulations on your success so far, and good luck.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for having me on.
Joey and Woody will be back next week. This has been Motorsports Monday, presented by Outback Steakhouse.